Happy holidays and welcome everybody. Another Astro-Gravitational report that is a for December 23rd. And yes, things are going on, things are moving. There's going to be some few challenges in there, but it is all about how you're going to handle it. And when we're talking about how you're going to handle it, you need to understand the diamonds are made under pressure. And even though that is within the holidays, and there is a lot of holidays are going on right now, and looking at within those energies is about you. It's always been about you, and what is it you are gonna allow to enter the energies within yourself? That's what you actually gonna be processed. But there is one other thing you need to look at it. Not everything that you think is truth. And it's going to be more focused within the reality to put the light in there, what it's supposed to be. And we've been talking about this Venus Uranus conjunction, and today the moon is going to be entering and she's going to be joining Uranus. And that is going to be put these pressures in there. Some of you may be going to go ahead and feel that energy pressures within the feminine energies, mostly because the moon represents the mother, while Venus represents the daughter. And that ruling about, like the mother always want to have these material possessions, these situations, and so on and so on. In there is like the mother that wants to force the prince to choose her daughter. But you gotta look inside of you in there. Do you really want to have this relationship, being with someone who doesn't really love your soul? Deep, dive deep within your own darkness. All right, so talking about with this, you're gonna see this energy early in the morning at 7 o'clock there that I just explained. You're gonna see this divine reason because everything has its divine time and divine orchestra in there within. With all those pressures that are facing, there is always an exit light. So the exit lights are going to be you following your internal visions within you, so you can see that what is, if you can do the things without pressure. And the pressure is going to be on, and it's on. So talking about in the next hour, which is that's going to be at 8 o'clock in there, the Jupiter is going to be opposing midheaven for those who has not solved their issues with transformations and don't understand it, that they have to enter in this darkness. They have to look at it with this is the preparations of like, here is why you're not growing. Here is what it is not the things that you're not doing. Okay, you can go ahead and kind of run away from your problems, but your problems is always going to catch up to you because you're running from something that you have to solve. So, talking about the next hour, that is going to be that energy of the moon Uranus, that is going to be this red light in here, that it's just going to be light up the sky and so on. I would suggest you that if you are under pressure and so on with everything, please look at it yourself. That's going to be 9 o'clock in the morning. Hold on to this, because that hold on to it is going to show you how dark the things are, how much it is this pushing, how much is this pressure, how much you can handle. But it's going to show you how much did you transform, how much strength, power, and will to not to act on those negative energies, but put the light back on. Turn the light back on from within you. Get that mystery wisdom, get that mystery power of your soul to go out there and show it to yourself, not to others, to yourself first. All right, so talking about the next hour, midheaven it's going to be at Sag, and the ascendant is going to be at Aquarius. That is going to put a pressures here at Jupiter. But I want to say something about the divine masculine energies about Mars. He is going to be looking at these situations here. He's like, okay, if something has to be learned, let it be learned. I'm not going to be, I'm going to be staying away. I'm going to be listening in there. I'm going to be seeing what is going to come on. But it is about that this agitations of this Neptune, that it's over and putting pressure at Mars in there, because that pressure is going to be increasing over the time. You need to look at it inside of you, like, are you going to choose the divine? Let it be, okay? Because if you don't let the people fail, they're not going to know that they failed. Because if you're all the time over there holding them by the hand, they begin to be feel weak because they cannot see their strength. And right now, it is about the strength that needs to be shown of Venus to put the light in the darkness. So, talking about Mars, you're gonna find out that Mars is gonna be looking those energy, look into that situations. I hope you understanding your powers. The powers, the strength is not tested when everything is beautiful. It's tested under pressure. It's called when you get something, when you make a part, okay, and that part, it has to handle a certain pressure. It's testing time. How much can you handle? And if you handle everything that you can't, that's mean that all this pressure, those agitations, those aggravations, and so on, they not bother you. They will not destroy your inner peace. Confirmations in here. So talking about the authority right now, that's gonna happen at noon there. That is gonna be putting some pressures with this. The sun is at almost that first degree pass. Mercury is already at Sag. You're gonna find out how the things that you need to learn inside of you. You need to relearn something. You need to go and talk to yourself. Philosophy. I talked to you before. Philosophy in helping you for healing your psychology, but the philosophy is coming from where? From the spirituality inside of you. And now that's what you're going. You looking at that philosophy that it's linked to the spirituality energies. That's how you're gonna grow. Why? Because the sun and Mercury, they are properly connecting with that trine with Jupiter and Taurus. Don't forget about it. Reminder, it is about learning process, not actions. And a lot of the people who's going to be acting, they're going to be acting prematurely right now in these situations. All right, so we are talking about in the next hour, which is going to be at 1 o'clock. Saturn right here is going to be helping a lot. That is going to be this beautiful inner work that it needs to be done. You know that when I meet Kevin, it's at Capricorn, it's talking about work, 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 work. But that work is going to be connecting to the moon, and it's going to be connecting to these beautiful conjunctions here of the moon and Uranus right now. Some of you is going to light up the intuitions inside of itself, and it's like, oh my God, this is what it's happening. I need to relearn things. I don't have to hurry up. I don't have to put pressure to somebody. Okay. And that pressure to somebody is you. Okay. That is the pressure of somebody from within. All right, so talking about that 2 o'clock, those energies is going to be a little bit more calming down since the ascendant goes into a Gemini, and it also is going to help you. What is your restrictions? Who is restricting you, or what is restricting you? If someone is restricting you from an outside, that's mean you give the power and outside elements to interfere from within you. But when you restricting yourself from within, that is the reason you need to look inside of you. Because if you're restricting yourself, you're not a friend to yourself. And that's what those energy of Gemini is going to point out what you need to do. Okay? But those energy are connecting directly to what? To authority and communications you do from within you. You're the one who has to tell yourself in there. All right? So talking about the next hour, the energy is going to be a little bit more intense since there's going to be this squaring with Neptune. The visions can be, some of you is going to be, well, it's not the way our thought is going to be. Expectations we're talking about and assumptions. And now, if you make your decisions on the basis of these fantasies, these assumptions in there that is not truth, that is going to agitate you, right? When you find the truth. But when you find the truth, what are you going to do with this? You're going to act properly on divine purposes. So here is, we're talking about these divine purposes, and you're going to find those divine purposes. It is about transformations within the family, what's going on, the family values. Those family values, they begin from the authority communications in there. Midheaven is together with Saturn, you have to learn it, those. Those are coming to be performed in this beautiful, beautiful Cancer's energies. And at the same time, it's going to bring in that spirituality growth for the material world. Indulgence is not love. A lot of the people, that's what they talk. And when you don't indulge people, they think, oh, you don't love me, because they don't know the love. Now, Jupiter is teaching you, hey, grow up, mature, understand, evolve. I'm here to return you back to relearn the things that you need to learn. And I'm going to give a messages of growth to a Mercury who is retrograde. And Mercury who is retrograde is going to give you a messages in there to look within your spirit. So the next hour we're talking about, it's going to be an 5 in the afternoon. Venus is going to begin to look at it, to what it needs to learn and fly. That is it, the love that needs to be put into the family. That is it, the mystery of the world, that connections when the energy begins to work. These connections with the mother and the universe, they are so powerful. What can you use them to do this? And now these energies, they're going to show you what could happen when you put the light in the darkness. Okay? They're very going to be very beautiful with that. And we're talking about later on at 6 p.m. The ascendant is going to be at Cancer. There is going to be a lot of divine energy. As you see it, they're connecting this time with the masculine side, the masculine energies. They're connecting with Mars. They're connecting with the Sun. They're connecting with Mercury in there. And they're showing you how beautiful they can work together. But if your focus of these oppositions, you have not changed. If you focus within these pressures, the more pressures you are focused to it, the more pressure is going to come to you. And that pressures that it's coming into you, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I want more pressure, but I'm crushed. I want more pressure, but I'm crushed. Withstand the pressures. It's like, okay, what are you trying to tell me, pressure? Oh, I'm not going the right way. I need to go the other way. I need to find the exit. I need to look at it and the spirituality. I have this courage. I have to have this strength, the power in me to empowering and self-empower it myself. Sounds like a Capricorn. Capricorn doesn't need basically a this self-empowerment. They can troubleshoot it in there. It all depends of the ascendant and so on. But when we're talking about this self-empowerment inside of you, is you who have to accept it in you. But you have to start it from within you. It's a self-ignition process. All right. So next hour at 7 o'clock, that energy here is going to be affecting. It is about the growth, but you already seen this. But there's going to be this intensity a little bit with Pluto, that Pluto is going to be like, it's time for the grow. It's time for changing. Until you're not changed, you're not going anywhere. So the light that you're going to find out is about that midheaven there. It's between Chiron and the North Node. Is going to be divinely guiding Venus. You heal these intense energies. You heal that you're allowed to be wounded. You healed of this. I have to help everybody, but they're harming you, but I gotta help them anyway, and so on and so on. Now you're learning that by helping the people in there, when you not supposed to help, you're going against the rule of the universe, because people have to learn to grow and mature. Some people are not gonna like that, but some people actually will understand what they need to do. Neptune and Pisces, the mysteries. Those mysteries is gonna be learning in there. Venus isn't very powerful with that Neptune, and through those visions, you are solving this whole red square issues. But if you are in your ego and desire of control, ruling, and being this, I would say, matriarchat, feminine control energies, I don't see you because this is a who's gonna gain the control. The moon is opposing Venus. That is intuitions or love, logic or love. What we're going to choose? How about you use your intuition and logic and put the love to work and shine? Some of you is gonna shine. And we're talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 9 p.m. In there. If you cannot shine so much, or you can shine just a little bit, you see how much more you can do you to shine. How much more energy is that? And midheaven, as you see it right here on above, it's pouring that energy, divine energy, towards Mars. So the energy shift, feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine, masculine, for you to understand them both, but also to use them both from within yourself. And that energy is going to see this courage, this empowerment, the self empowerment in there of Mars, who is just like, I can understand all this. And this is how from here I can tell that I can use the proper intuition, I can listen to the universe, I can see these visions of what is going on. And I know that this can help Venus to open that love, to rip its chest. The heart can be evolved in there, to put the light within a soul, and the woman to become a goddess. Little secrets in there. And we're talking about later on at um, 10 o'clock, that energy is going to be more and more focused within Mars, Mercury, and the authority. You're going to look at it, what you want first. What is it that is not healed? If you're not a friend to your own self, as I said, you have to look at it, that friendshipness within you, but also look at it, your surrounding. Is everyone who is around you is your friend and they're trying to help you, or they're just faking it? And then you're gonna find out the difference between the truth and what is really going on. How? The ascendant, it goes into Jupiter, who is retrograde, and that goes into Mercury retrograde. Relearning the things that needs to be. But at the same time, Jupiter, it is sextiling with Saturn, finding the truth from within. Go beyond the veil. And we're talking about the next hour. That is going to be a time when the things are going to be going smooth for some. They're going to be going intense for some. Okay, we are talking about this intense pressures against the masculine energy. That is going to be one of the masculine energies, like, oh, but you listen this, and this, and you're working on this and this, and you're thinking about this and this. And what are you going to be supposed to do when you're supposed to listen one thing? That is your soul. And that's what the day is going to be teaching you. Can you be able to handle the pressure in there? Because when you handle the pressure doesn't control you. You're withstanding within the pressure. And now you're strong. So as you see it, the energies are built in both feminine and masculine energies to developing their strength for the future. And we're gonna talking about you're gonna see that future talking about February 14th, 15th, 16th, right there. Why? Mars, Venus, and Pluto gonna be coming together in Aquarius. That is gonna be a powerful, powerful event. And that's what I'm leaving you guys. Thank you so much for watching the report, and come back tomorrow for another Astro-Gravitational report. Beloved guys.